And a matchup of two NBA heavyweights meeting Williams, Dort, Holmgren, and Hartenstein all out
in the regular season.
Also look at the other way. Casey Wallace, they list as 6'4", as Wembanyama gets inside, trying to draw the foul. Jalen Williams did a good job keeping his hand up. You also have to, if you're the Spurs, you have
film room. Hey, it doesn't matter who the opponent is, who you're playing against, it's how we play.
So Kenrich Williams, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, and Casey Wallace getting a chance all to start. As Jalen Williams misses that, De'Aaron Fox with the rebound. The usual starting five. Right now, San Antonio pretty healthy. Dylan Harper, the one player out. Vassell, nice turnaround jumper. First bucket of the game.
That's such a weapon. And he immediately catches that basketball, and he's got one thing on his mind. Go make something happen. Aggressive on that end of the floor. And you can see right now, San Antonio coming out with the right mindset, I think, in terms of their defensive presence and pressure here.
Isaiah Joe gets it inside. Williams, nice move, couldn't finish. A late whistle and a foul. Williams, a big smile. He said,
the Thunder are coming out in the zone. Because when you're short-handed, foul trouble is actually one of the more fouls.
Well, Mark Daigneault said, when you're undermanned like this, number one key, simplify things and kind of let the players play it a little free. There's De'Aaron Fox, throws up alley-oop. Oh, the throw down from Castle.
Wow, what a luxury to have your other backcourt mate lingering on the baseline to be able to go up over the top of the backline defender for that finish.
You'll see Jalen Williams up top. Mark Daigneault said he'll be the hub tonight. There's a lot of playmaking. Casey Wallace shot blocked by Fox. Deflected back to Wallace. Williams will try another three. This one in and out. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs here at home, 16-6 at the Frost Bank Center. Stephon Castle throws it in. Wemby catches, scores, and is fouled. So some excellent interior. And again, Richard, like you said, you don't want anybody on the Thunder getting in foul trouble. He completes the three-point play.
But it also, if you're San Antonio, that should be one of your tactics. Attack. Don't shoot a bunch of threes. You want to be aggressive because you want to force them into a bad spot.
Ander feeling a little funky after the game. And again, 10 players on the out list tonight for OKC. Kenrich Williams misses that. Wemby the rebound. Brings it up, the ball handling. Drives right at Jalen Williams. Double team. Whips a pass out. Castle. Open three.
Not a lot of people can make that pass.
Here's Wiggins. Certainly Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, all capable of big games. As Jalen Williams flips that one up and in.
And Casey Wallace as well. The difference, though, is now they have to try to create more offense on their own when they're so used to having Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, draw multiple defenders to make their job.
Open up passing angles that very few people can do. You see with Jokic, you've seen guys that are creative like Luka that are a little bit smaller, but Wemby has an angle. And
see Fox's numbers. The foul was on Wallace. Fox knocking down the free throw. Of course, all the trades, 15 deals have happened in the last couple of days. Fox was one of those trade deadline deals last year, and what a impactful pickup that was for San Antonio. Wemby knocks it away. Wallace picks it up. Casey Wallace behind the back, step back inside the arc. Shot's good. He had a 27-point career high game against the Nuggets just last week. Castle spins. Wembanyama banks it home easily. Castle, by the way, was a question mark with an adductor issue. Not out there, obviously. Boy, good ball down from Castle there. Isaiah Joe. Champagnie gets right up on him. These are two of the best defensive teams in the NBA. And their depth, a big part of that. Jalen Williams can't get that to fall. Vassell out of the pack after grabbing the rebound. Vassell inside. Dangerous pass. Champagnie able to get it. Fox the drive. Champagnie, clear look, three-pointer. It's good.
You just have so many different guards that can break you down on the perimeter, get inside that shell, and when you do that, now you put teams in rotation, you get them scrambling. San Antonio has plenty of guys that can toe those threes up when they wait on that traffic to clear.
Already all 5 starters have scored. Already got 5 assists. Wiggins a little shake and bake. Wiggins can get hot.
Well, and that's the thing. You have to understand, when you're on a championship team, you sacrifice a lot. Wiggins has shown he can score 40. He's had big games in the postseason. So now you get the kind of the reins off and say, hey, tonight we need you to be more aggressive.
Wembanyama aggressive there. Doesn't get the bucket. But gets the...
15 free throw attempts in 2 of his last 3 games. I think Mitch Johnson loves seeing.
It'll be interesting substitution patterns. You'll see Brandon Carlson play, Chris Youngblood, Brooks Barnhizer. You look over at the OKC bench, it just looks weird. There's only 3 guys in uniform on the bench.
When you got more coaches than players, it definitely feels a bit odd.
Foul call on Castle.
Threes are going to be there. I don't care if he gets 8, 9 of them up there. That's what's important, is that aggressive, because they're going to give them to him. As you see, Wiggins gets in there for the layup.
So Wiggins gets his second bucket. Castle up top. Keldon Johnson off the bench. What a spark. He's been off the bench all season for San Antonio and immediately contributes. Williams with the big man on him. Tough to see over that. Wiggins gets away. And a moving screen call on Jalen Williams. So he has 2. And Cason Wallace has 2. Schedule, part of it injuries, part of it just not playing as well. Keldon Johnson left wide open. Can't get that to fall. And here's Youngblood. Kenrich Williams throws it back up top. Wiggins way outside. Wembanyama already with 3 boards. Castle, a little Euro step, kicks it out. Vassell, corner 3, can't get it.
I like that push right there by Castle. When you have a team playing zone defense, there are gaps you can get into with an early surge up the floor as the defense is communicating.
Jalen Williams comes up short. Just 1 of 5 to start. He's had good looks. Champagnie swings it. Vassell fires away, nails the 3rd three-pointer. And a timeout call for Mark Daigneault in Sacramento. Some of those teams will have new members on their roster. And again, such a busy day. There's the trade deadline, of course, tomorrow. Wiggins throws it off. Luke Cornett, who just checked in. Still Thunder ball, 5 to shoot. Cornett has done a... Joe finds some room. Cornett tracks down the rebound. Castle already with 3 assists. He's in the top 10 in the NBA in that department. Keldon Johnson can't get it. Knocked away by Carlson. Heads up play there.
Is there a team with bigger, more physical and versatile wings than the San Antonio Spurs? As you see ISO Joe knock down a shot. Is Harper, you just go down the list and they're the prototypical NBA built team. What you want, big, strong, versatile wings that can play multiple positions.
Castle gets to the foul line, and then they've got a pretty good guy behind them defensively. Vassell, hand in his face, can't get that to fall. Barnes, nice job tipping it out. Castle gets the ball, and a blocking foul call on Kenrich Williams. If you are unaware, and obviously just joining us, 10 players labeled as out on the injured list today for OKC, including all 5 starters. They're severely undermanned, only have 8 players eligible to play. And they're playing against one of the best teams in the NBA. Barnhizer lines up his 3, and Wembanyama the rebound. And San Antonio with an excellent job offensively. Here's Jordan McLaughlin, crossover, Euro step, layup short. Ball knocked out of bounds. Fox knocked it off.
A lot more comfortable.
A lot more space.
Got a lot of room over there.
All the more do you want. Champagnie misses. McLaughlin fires away. 3-pointer's good. 6 of 12 from 3-point range, and the lead up to 16. And again, the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander injury is going to have him out through the All-Star break. He's not going to be able to play in the All-Star game. Most of the other players either close to returning or a day-to-day situation. Kenrich Williams, jump shot is good. And that's his first field goal, first points.
And if you're OKC, that's 6 for 12 from 3. That's kind of a backbreaker, because you want to run a zone, You don't want to give up a ton of threes. You want to protect your paint. But ultimately, you have to give up something. So if San Antonio's going to shoot this well, it's going to be even longer of a night than you expected.
5 of the 24. The Aaron Fox, the crossover, gets inside. Shot blocked by Jalen Williams, and a 24-second violation. He's such a pro. But they've got some two-way contract guys going to play big minutes tonight. They're battling and fighting right now. Harrison Barnes nails another three.
The thing that was impactful in that graphic, yes, the numbers were low, but it was 105 total seconds that lineup had played together over the course of the season.
Chris Youngblood, his jumper's good. And Youngblood with his second field goal.
And that's what Mark Daigneault said he was going to do. He said he is a catch-and-shoot player that can string together shots when he gets a little bit of a rhythm. Already got 2 of them tonight.
Nice quick pass from Fox. That's his 4th assist. And Barnes 2 for 2 from 3. The bench has 26 of the 48 Spurs points. Williams goes in hard. He thought he got fouled. Good help defense as McLaughlin gets into the front court. Barnes is going to try again. Not that time. And the rookie Barnheiser with the rebound. Second game of a back-to-back for the Thunder after their big win against Orlando and OKC last night. Spurs first game since Sunday. There's a block from Wembanyama. Fox alley-oop. Wemby in one motion puts it back up and in. And another timeout as the lead quickly balloons.
Gathered.
Bad pass from Wallace, stolen by Castle. Wembanyama the long stride, the layup, missed it. Champagnie on the follow, banks it home. That would have been a highlight play. Cason Wallace kicks it out in the corner. And Kenrich Williams nails that one. Well, they were down 12 early, came back, cut it to 2. Now fell behind by as many as 20 here in the second.
You rarely have a miss in a game that might be the highlight of the night. Once we get another look at exactly what Victor Wembanyama attempted.
2 points in the early going. He's only taken 2 shots. This team is, they're so connected. Both teams are, obviously.
Well, both teams were built kind of in the same Spurs way. The character first, the types of players, the commitment to really what the team is doing, a team first. Everything that we said about about OKC the last 2 years, we're now saying that about San Antonio.
Jalen Williams knocks down his second three-pointer. He's in double figures, 10 points. Champagnie off the mark. Youngblood pulls it down. I'm going to make a bold prediction. There's going to be somebody in OKC who's going to have a career scoring night.
I think we've already had that, big guy.
Wembanyama. McLaughlin pulls out. Wallace at 6'4", guarding Wembanyama. Up top, Castle gets inside. Good aggressive defense from Youngblood. And here comes Wiggins the other way. Youngblood, Williams, corner 3, in and out. Wemby now with 6 boards, showing the ball handling. The fake, and lost the handle that time. Inside, Williams draws the foul on Harrison Barnes. Takes a tough tumble, but he'll get to the line. First free throw is good. You know, you look at the Thunder this year,
and there were nights you would watch them out there with a suffocating defensive performance at the start of the year, and then you look over and Alex Caruso and Lou Dort are in street clothes, and you're going, wait, these are 2 of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. That's the depth of defensive talent they have and the collective buy-in both of these teams really possess.
There really is. There are a lot of similarities.
There are a lot. Look, I think OKC, you know, might have just gotten deeper. There's a lot of talk about the trade of Jared McCain. Not sure if it's gone through yet and what that is, but adding another young guard that is versatile is going to be big for their team down the stretch.
Kenrich Williams gets his rebound, tries another.
Dealing with back spasms, he's day-to-day. And then Jalen Williams, who's been dealing with a right hand, have shared the floor for a total of 105 seconds all season, all coming Sunday against the Nuggets, Mike.
Well, they're giving it their best, George. Down 0-15. And they're fighting defensively. The zone, San Antonio's been able to pick apart the zone a little bit. Castle gets inside. Nice adjustment from Castle and gets the roll. Carlson thought Cornette may have touched it. Castle gets credited with his second field goal. Williams, Barnheiser. Air ball, but Carlson right there to pick it up. Isaiah Joe guarded by Johnson. Shot clock winding down. Wiggins has to get it off. Just does. And hits the three. Wiggins with his third three-pointer. It's Johnson not pleased, so he calls timeout. Out there right now for the Spurs. Castle. Three-pointer won't go. Cornette tips it out. Barnes gets a wide open look. Carlson battling. Castle comes up with it. Layup banks it home. There's that strength you talked about, Richard, with Castle and Johnson.
He is just such a strong guard. It's just more of his body type, especially for a young player. Most of the times players get stronger as they get a little bit older and more developed in this league, but he came in with an NBA-ready body.
Cornette, good contest to Barnheiser's attempt. Castle races up the floor, gets in the paint. Nice steal anticipation from Wiggins. Wiggins left open, lines it up, and nails the three.
Remember, this is a guy that had 2 big games in the NBA Finals and 2 wins for Oklahoma City, where he gave them a huge spark off the bench. He is a natural scorer and the guy most capable on a night like this for Oklahoma City of being able to generate some numbers.
Vassell on the jump shot. That's off the mark. Carlson with that rebound. Wiggins in game 2 of the finals had 18 points of victory. In game 5, had 14 points of victory for the Thunder. Of course, it went 7 games. Barnheiser, his three-pointer is good. That's his first three, second field goal, and a timeout. Thunder back within 10.